Welcome back to the channel for another video today. Today is sort of a life update and a channel update for what is to come for my YouTube channel over the next couple of months and possibly over the next 12 months or so / a year. It's obviously going to be a very raw and unedited video from me today, just speaking about what is to come for myself and for the channel in the near future. Now, we've gained a massive audience over the years on this Wrexham AFC YouTube channel. Obviously, with the rise and the takeover of Wrexham Football Club, there's been a lot of new people obviously out there looking for the best Wrexham content. And I'm not saying I do the best, but I've definitely put a lot of hard work into the channel over the past definitely 12 months or so, which I think we need to highlight because at the start of last year in August 2024, I made the bold decision to take a gap year, obviously after just leaving secondary school, and to solely focus on my Wrexham related YouTube channel, which at the time is a risk because I didn't really know what was to come for the channel. And I think looking back on it, it was still a very big risk for me myself because before the start of the gap year, I looked at this and thought, you know, I want to make this my main source of income. I want to put 110% in day out to my YouTube channel, and that is exactly what I did. I made the bold decision to think, you know, this is what I want to do. This is all I want to do over the next 12 months or so. I didn't want to have another job on the side, so I put a lot of hard work into this YouTube channel, obviously since August up until the current date, and tomorrow I do actually move into university in Manchester. So that is the big bit of news that I think I do need to tell you. And, you know, back onto the gap year, it was a bold move from me because Manchester is a very expensive place, and I've learned that with the accommodation and the price and just of everything for the upcoming 3 years that I am going to be in Manchester for university for. So it was a big move, but one that I really wish I'd have made, and I definitely am glad that I did make it because there was multiple videos produced, you know, a lot of opportunities, and, you know, it was just a massive pleasure to cover Wrexham Football Club as, you know, we reached the Championship for the first time in 40 odd years, the second tier, and it was not all about money for me. Don't get me wrong, going into this gap year, it wasn't all about the money. It was just enjoying myself. It was something I have a passion in, and I just needed to gain something from it. And I know I always want to speak the truth on the channel, but the whole point of a gap year here is you either travel or you work to gain money. And for me, I wasn't going to travel. I was going to put 110% into this YouTube channel, and I needed to obviously gain financially from the 12 months that I was producing content. And I'm really happy with the decision I made because, like I said, I got to produce content nearly day in day out for you at home watching. All the Wrexham fans that rely on content coming online, you have had it every single day, I'd say, most days across the year of 24 and 25. But for me, going into this gap year, it was balanced between putting a lot of hard work into the YouTube channel and, of course, just enjoy my everyday life over the course of the past 12 months. So I'm really happy that I made that decision because I got to enjoy myself. I think the 12-month break for me was definitely needed because, you know, I'd just been in school for secondary school for the past 7 years. There wasn't a year where I'd had free since I was born, so I definitely did need it, and I think made the most out of it. And I just would like to say a huge thank you to everyone at home who has either watched the channel or supported further over the past 12 months because, to be honest, it was always the aim to, you know, put a lot of content out, not only because I enjoy it, not only because I like to educate the people at home, but because I was going into a big stage of my life, which of course is university, and you need funds for it. And, you know, it is very expensive. It's probably one of the most expensive places to stay in the whole of the UK. But again, it's the next chapter in my life, and it's something I'm really passionate about and something I'm really looking forward to. All the people that have watched the videos that have contributed to the ad revenue that the channel has seen, and of course the people that have supported the channel further by buying me a coffee. In the year, I've tend to obviously enjoyed myself a lot. I've been to Wrexham games, I've travelled up and down the country, done a lot of different stuff in my personal life, but on the other hand, I've produced content and a lot of that money has been saved towards university this year. So again, I cannot thank you enough, and I don't think it will come across through the video ever how grateful I am to the people that have stuck by the channel for the past 12 months because I am so incredibly lucky to be in a position where, you know, I could just wake up, I could record a video, and it was just, you know, the planning and the editing, just everything was so enjoyable. And I do think at times I took it for granted because there were days where I thought, oh, I've got to get out of bed, I've got to do a video. But looking back on it now, I definitely did make the most of it over the past couple of months that I was producing content on the channel, especially the summer transfer window. You know, there were times where I was sat there and I thought, this is just an incredibly good position to be in, an incredibly fortunate position to be in, that, you know, I get to wake up, I get to look at the news online, I get to research about the players, produce content, and I get something from it, and you get something from it. It's one of the best, you know, I could say jobs out there because it is jobs for a lot of people, but for me, just to get out there and put content on the channel and grow a worldwide fan base who, you know, have stuck by me through thick and thin, I could say, over the course of the season when, of course, Wrexham have been up and up and up all throughout the League One season. But the channel has seen up and downs. But again, it's a decision that I'm so incredibly glad I made because we've just grown an incredible community over the past 12 months. And if we're looking statistics-wise, 1.2 million views, 3,400 new subscribers, 88,000 watch hours, which is ridiculous. It's the equivalent to 3,667 days, which is 10.47 calendar years of content that has been watched over the channel over the past 12 months, which again, I just cannot wrap my head around. And I think it does just highlight how much we've grown, not only as a channel, but as a community, because I recognise the names week in, week out, commenting on the videos, and obviously people contributing further. I'm just so lucky, and I'm really lucky. And I don't think I say it enough on the videos. And obviously moving to university tomorrow, I move on the Sunday. It does just sort of put into perspective, you know, how good the past 12 months has been for myself. And I hope you have enjoyed all the videos that have come over the channel, obviously in that period of time on my gap year, because it has been such a pleasure to cover the football club that I've watched and loved since a very early age, and to be in the position that I'm in, talking about them on, I could say, a full-time basis, because it was full-time to me, is just something I will cherish forever. And I'm sort of wording this like it's the end of the channel, but I think it's important to note that it's not. There's going to be content still coming your way over the course, probably forever on this channel, forever of the time I'm alive on planet Earth, but it's probably going to reduce the number of videos that are coming out onto the channel. There's going to be one a week. I'm trying to produce, obviously, a video once a week. There might be 2 a week. I'm not sure at this point. Of course, I'll need to obviously move into university, see how things go with my course and everything. But as things stand, I think 1 a week is definitely doable, and 1 a week is definitely valid. I'm quite lucky as well in that sense that the transfer window has passed, because as you know, there was so much content that had come your way on the channel in that probably 2.5-3 month period. So I'm glad that's all behind me, because it's a quietish period and I won't feel like I'm missing out on much on the channel. But at the end of the week, probably on the Friday or on the Saturday, there'll just be a roundup video of everything that has happened at Wrexham Football Club. So please don't go anywhere. Please don't think it's the end of the channel, because it's not. There's still going to be at least 4, 5, 6 maybe videos a month, which I think is fairly reasonable considering the circumstances I'm going into. So again, please stick around for the videos, because there is still going to be them on the channel, but just of a less frequent amount. So that is it for the video. It's a big step in obviously the next chapter of my life, and again, I cannot thank you enough for all the support that you've shown me and the channel over the past 12 months. The people have contributed further. All the money that has been made on this channel has obviously allowed me to enjoy my everyday life, go out and do things, because the 12 months was for me, really. It wasn't for anyone else. It wasn't to put hard work in school, etc. It was for me just to enjoy myself, and I've definitely done that, and I cannot thank you enough. I've travelled up and down the country supporting Wrexham. You know, the ad revenue that has been made on the channel has been put towards my season ticket, has allowed me to travel, you know, away week in, week out, following the football club I love. So it's a position that I don't think I'll ever take for granted again, because there's times where I've kind of thought, oh my God, I've got to make a video, I've got to, you know, just plan everything. But as time went on, I just had to realise and take a step back and think, I'm so lucky. So again, I cannot thank you enough for that. And all the people that have contributed further, it's just pumped back into the channel and has been saved for probably the next big step in my life, and one of the biggest steps that I'll ever make in my life. So again, I cannot thank you enough for that, and I cannot thank you enough for making it such an enjoyable year. Stick around, because there will be more content coming your way on the channel, just of a less frequent amount, like I said. But until then, take care, guys. And as the time we're recording this, we're an hour away from our game against Norwich City. Plenty of changes have been made, so let's hope I can watch back this in a couple of hours' time and think, you were right, because I'm expecting a big 3 points from Wrexham today. Until the next video, take care, guys. Up the Championship Reds.